Here's a misconception when it comes to inspections. And before I got into real estate and I sold a home for sale by owner, I actually had the same misconception, and that is this. An inspection report is pass or fail. That's the first misconception. And the second misconception is this, that everything that an inspector finds on an inspection report must be fixed by the sellers. That is an absolute misconception. Number one, your home cannot pass or fail an inspection. And number two, as the seller, you absolutely don't have to fix anything, right? So let's talk about those options. I am on my way right now to an inspection. I represent the buyers. This is a different scenario totally altogether. And if you are thinking about buying a brand new home, listen up, all right? And then I'm going to talk about inspections on just a regular house that's not a new build. I represent the buyers for a new home in a new subdivision. And so they are having a formal inspection done this morning. Absolutely, they're right. They get to have it inspected by any person that they choose to. And then this is what happens with a new build. At least this is what's happening in this neighborhood. I represented probably already close to 6 buyers in this new neighborhood, and this is the same routine that they follow every time. The buyer gets to have it inspected. Every little nitpicky thing that is found in that inspection report, the builders of this neighborhood choose to fix every single item on the list. Now, usually it's not major things at all. It's just little nitpicky things. It might be scuffed up paint. The last inspection, they had actually forgotten to tie in the water hose to the sink for the dishwasher. So just little things that are usually a quick, easy fix, right? That's what happens with the new build. If you are a seller and you're thinking about selling your home anytime soon, if I work with you, what I'm going to do is say to you, anything that you know that is broken, fix it. Anything that you know is faulty, fix it. Anything that you believe an inspector is going to flag, fix it, right? Because when a buyer comes along, you don't want the inspector to find all kinds of things wrong with the house, because you want to give the impression as the seller that you took amazing care of your house, that you were proud of your house, and that as things broke, you fixed them. That will lead the inspector not to be so ridiculously investigative and so nitpicky on your home. So the minimal amount of items that they can find when they do an inspection, as the seller, that is to your advantage. That means that the buyers are probably not going to ask for a price reduction. They're probably not going to ask for you to pay more of their closing costs. They're not going to ask you to potentially fix all kinds of things, right? Because you were proactive and you did those things ahead of time. Now, once that inspection report comes through, there is no pass or fail. An inspector has a list that they follow for every single house. They're going to check the roof, they're going to check the plumbing, the electrical, the foundation, all of those things. They have the same exact checklist to follow. And they're going to mark them as either green, yellow, or red. And then they're going to give a description of what the problem is with it. And then the buyer has a couple of options. The buyer can just say, listen, there are too many things wrong with this house. I want to cancel the contract. They can. And in fact, during a buyer's due diligence or inspection period time of their contract, they absolutely don't even have to have a reason to cancel. They can cancel for any reason at all or no reason at all. They have that right to do so. All right? But normally what happens is the buyer asks for either the seller to fix some items, the seller to replace some items, or the seller to give them a price reduction or an increase in closing costs, or whatever the case may be. We're back to negotiating again. I, absolutely love negotiating. So if I'm representing you as the seller or I'm representing you as the buyer, you absolutely know that I absolutely love negotiating, and I'm going to negotiate for you, whatever the case may be. If I'm the buyer's agent, if I'm the seller's agent, the case is different on every deal, right? But you want a realtor on your side who loves negotiating and who closes lots and lots and lots of transactions, because they've seen it all. They know how to work with other agents. We play friendly. Listen, I love working with other realtors. It's fun, it's enjoyable. Most of them are my friends, and we get along very well. And you want a realtor on your side who gets along well with their local real estate agents, right? Because we see the same people over and over and over and over again. So an inspection, remember this, it's not pass or fail. It is a checklist. It is a checklist, and the inspector is going to list those things, either green, red, or yellow. They're going to give suggestions on how they need to be repaired or fixed or whatever the case may be. And then you as the buyer get to decide, are you walking away? Are you asking for things to be fixed? Are you asking for a price reduction so that after closing you can fix those things the way that you choose to fix them? All of those options are available. As the seller, you do not have to do anything that you don't want to do. Nothing. If they ask for you to fix 5 things and you don't want to fix anything, you don't have to. If they ask you for a price reduction in lieu of repairing items, you do not have to. But the buyer can walk away. So remember that. The buyer can walk away. So really think about the decisions that you're making. How badly do you want to sell your house, right? And what I find is the majority of sellers are more than willing, if they have the money and if they have the means to do so, are more than willing to make sure that the house is in the best possible condition before the new buyers take ownership of it. Most sellers are just that way. Most sellers want the buyers to have a house that's in great condition, or as great of condition as possible, before they move in. I have been very blessed to work with lots of great sellers and lots of great buyers too, who know that if a seller can't afford to do it, then they understand that as well, right? Y'all, today is a beautiful Monday. It does not feel like Christmas weather at all. Today is what, the 16th, which means we have about 9 days left to Christmas. Feels like a beautiful spring day out here in South Louisiana. Listen, if you are thinking about selling, I love working with sellers. Remember this, there are never enough houses to buy for the number of buyers who are waiting to buy a home. There's never enough inventory, ever. I don't care where you're located. So if you need advice, if you're not sure what to do, if you're not sure if you want to sell or not, give me a call or message me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Be on the lookout. I actually have a list of quite a few sellers right now that are working through their to-do list and getting their homes prepped to hit the market after Christmas. We really don't want to list any houses right now that are all decorated for Christmas, because guess what? January 1st, you're going to have pictures that look like Christmas time and they already look outdated. So if you're thinking about selling your home, let's get through Christmas, get all your decorations packed up, purge, declutter, get your home deneutralized, or neutralized actually, right? Get it bright and airy and clean and not smelling like anything at all, and then give me a call and let's hit the ground running. 2025, I'm expecting it to be an amazing year. 2024 was phenomenal, and 2025 is just going to get better. Y'all have a great day, and reach out if you need anything. And remember this, in real estate, there are no stupid questions. Ask all your hard questions. It's the only way you're going to learn. And if you're working with someone that ever makes you feel stupid for asking all the hard questions, run. Just in Acadiana alone, we have 1,800 real estate agents to choose from. So there is no reason for you to be working with someone that you do not absolutely adore. Go find yourself someone else. Y'all have a great day.